So here we are, another Saturday. Today's plan is to get that wall there shiplapped, fitted back in place, because I've got to take it out to shiplap it, and then I've got to get it back in place because I can't get down to do it. I've only got to get up to roughly where the soffit is here, and then I can do the rest from the roof side. So that's the plan, and then obviously then get this end made and fitted, and then I can start laying in the roof. So that's the plan today. So welcome back. Going to be another day, bit windy today. Hopefully the wind's going to hold off, or the wind's going to hold out. It's supposed to rain later on today, but we'll see what happens. We'll get as much done as we can. So as always, I'll have a camera going, just speed up for it is, and I'll just do snippets to tell you what's going on, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it. Okay, so other than that, enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. So because I want the shiplap to go over this part here, which is the bottom of our framework, what I've done is I put another beam on the bottom, and our shiplap will come to the bottom of that. That'll give us a 2-inch overhang for the shiplap. And then because when we bolt it up, I want the shiplap to come over the end of the framework, I've put a 4x2 on there, which is what we've made the framework with. So our shiplap will come to the end of that. So then once the front comes in, that'll come over and cover that joint up. So you won't see it from the outside. Well, you won't see it anyway, because it'll be all capped. So other than that, that is now ready to start shiplapping it. And I'm going to do this in offcuts, because we're going to have quite a lot of offcuts from the other sides, because obviously it's 3 meters, the length's are 4.8, so we're going to have a bit of offcut. So I want to do quite a bit of this. I want to use quite a lot of the offcuts up on this side, and then go from there. So what I'm going to do is get some round, start fitting it, pin it on with the nail gun, and then we'll go from there. But that's the plan, that's how we're going at the moment. That's what we've got. So it's basically clearing the saw and stalls down for some treated timber I did the other day, and then start shiplapping this. So all boarded, treated, just give it 10 minutes for the treatment just to dry off a little bit before I hand ball it in. And then we're going to move it back in place, get it screwed in place, and then I can start getting this end made. Then we can start running the roof timbers through, whoop whoop. Yeah, so just give that a little while to dry, and then we'll start and get that in place, and then we can move on. So just got to manage to get that back in place, and I've just treated the back of it. I wouldn't normally treat the back, but the reason I have is because it's going to be left out into the elements, and if we get any rain, at least I know it's going to be protected and there's no moisture going to get into it. So that's why I've treated that. Hopefully by the time I put the top on and the rest of them on, the roof will be on, so we won't need to treat the rest, but that's just a precaution so no water gets into it. So the next bit is to create this wall and get this wall up. So it's taking me a bit longer than I expected today. I don't know why. It's just one of those days where everything's just taking that little bit longer than what you expected, but that's all cut. It's just got to screw it together, then stand it up, and then we'll get the noggins into it. So not as much progress today as I would have liked, but we're getting there. Back panels all in, cladded up to above the fence line, so I can finish that once we start to strip that bit of roof off. This wall in, all knobbed, done. Started getting a few beams through to start leveling up and getting my levels, because the next stage would be working my levels to tie into the existing roof. So that'll be next weekend, or no, I think I'm teaching next weekend, so it might not be next weekend. But anyway, when we get onto it next, getting the levels through and then working that all out, so then we can get the framework built on that to get that all tied in. Once we get that all tied in, then we know we can deck, rubber that roof to make it watertight, and then once it's watertight, we can clad this, and then we can get this roof down, because this roof will be non-existent. This roof will all be gone. So what we'll do is this will all come off. We'll build it up a little bit higher, put a bit more shiplap on top of that, and then feather that so that goes all the way through in one piece. Hopefully we're going to line the shiplap up as it goes. It depends on the shiplap, because sometimes when you buy new shiplap, it don't always line up. As you can see here, when we done this extension, it started off right and then gradually got worse and worse and worse and worse until we was half a board out there. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, it's going to be covered over, a cover strip over it anyway, and we're getting there. The progress is slow, but we're getting there. Like I said all along, as long as it's watertight before the winter comes or the wet weather comes, I will be happy, because that roof there is not going to last another winter. Because when we get torrential rain, I get a few drips in the corners, and what it is where it's coming to there, the valley's not good enough to do it, and I've tried to repair it several times and it's just not good. But these timbers, roof ones, will go onto the existing roof, so we'll be able to get rid of that whole roof off that section there, so that'll be a bonus. Right, so other than that, I'm finished for today. I've got to go out now, or get changed and go out. So I'll see you in the next one. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If there's any questions, then leave me a message or a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, have a great weekend, speak to you soon, and bye for now.